It came earlier than I thought. First things first, my name is Kenneth Bird. My company is Crows1176 Technology Screens. We got a screen paint right here on the kitchen. Right here on the table, kitchen table. Which is interesting because I sat there and said that I wanted his product right here on the table. And here it is on the table in the kitchen. All right, so let's see if we got what we're supposed to be bought. Because like I said, with this particular individual, I have purchased things from him in the past. And quite a few times he has sent us back stuff that wasn't actually what we ordered. So let's make sure what's in that package is in that package. All right, so from what I've seen already, there's nothing in there but the product itself. There's also some concerns raised on the packaging, and I'll tell you why. You see that package right there? That's an $8 package right there. This is why we went directly through the website, because two reasons why. We went to the website, number one, because we have a detailed receipt showing what we did purchase. Number two, it's free shipping. Like I said, it's free shipping. Where on the eBay account, you're going to pay $20 for shipping. And if it comes in one of those mailers, like you see right here, that's an $8 mailer. That's a $20 shipping charge. So you think about that from the door. We're hoping we pray this what's in there is supposed to be in there, and he didn't stick us with something idiotic. And if you did, Crow, at the end of the day, like I said, I don't care about your policy on your website. We can override it with no problem. We'll have the money back on our account. We'll replace the order again. So hopefully you did what you're supposed to do. Let me get some tape because I got to cover over his address. We test and certify every day. Get some bleach water too, because we got to wash that package down. Ooh, man, I ain't put that much bleach water in there. Good gracious, that was strong. That's the bleach water. Wipe everything down in this place. So we got to cover the address first, because we don't expose people's addresses. We don't do that. So, like I said, keep in mind, Jamie, we got plenty of your videos over here of you doing things you're not supposed to be doing. This will be the nail in the coffin for you. I told you I got enough evidence here to shut your site down from those showing those pictures and carrying on the way you've been acting up. All we got to do is go in and just file a complaint, and your site's completely shut down. Just to let you know. So you do something stupid in this package, keep in mind, we'll be contacting Better Business Pro because it's a transaction. Keep in mind, this is a customer, which means we applied for the order through you. We're a customer at the end of the day. So you treat us like a customer. Just like if you buy from me, same thing. Now, for some of you saying, oh, but you can't go. Yes, we can. We have a recording of Crow changing prices in the middle of a transaction. And not only that, what he was doing on the site was he was basically showing pictures and cursing and carrying on. Mind you, he is the owner of this site. We can also contact Wix legal department and also have your site shut down. There's rules and guidelines you have to follow as a person when you actually apply for their site. So Keep in mind, we haven't done that yet. So make sure you do things right, because I don't care what policy you have on your website, we'll override it just like that. Make sure we got this is covered up. I want to make sure this information is not exposed. Don't do that over here. So let me get this covered up real quick with his address. This is the reason why we stopped using the mailers. I stopped using the mailers, number one, because, like I said, it's cheaper, but we had a package actually open up in the middle of a mailer. Somebody said something heavy on it, and it damaged it. All right, we got it covered up. I'm pretty sure y'all don't want to be here for this. I guarantee you don't want to be here for this. This is not going to go well. If it is what it is, we think it is in there, it's not going to go well. You gotta wipe everything down. I'm gonna be keeping this. This is gonna be another trophy for me right there. Now let's get something to open this bad boy up. You have scissors all over the house. You have scissors today? Huh. Interesting. We have scissors everywhere in the house. Now remember, you put yourself in this situation, man. I have no idea why in the world you would think you could ever take on a Phantom at the end of the day. That screen takes on certifieds like there's no tomorrow. Unless you're probably mine, you're going to put your screen against an 18 screen certified to see if you'll pass it. He wrapped it up in wrapping paper too. Nice. Okay. Nice Crow. Nice touch to it. He did a really good job. Even though it was in a mailer, he did a really good job packing it up. Really good job. Much better than what we got the last time from the customer, because the customer had like one little piece of tape and it busted in the bag. Did a much better job. Look, he's been following my videos. He's been following my wrapping videos. Look at this. We don't mind if people copy what we do. Let me see if we can get in this bad boy. We'll get in there. Yeah, and again, he did it again. Not an honest man as always. All right, Crow, we got to go file a complaint against you. Wow. I would have thought you would have been a little bit more respectful than that, Crow, at the end of the day. So we got to go file a complaint against Crow. Crow has basically committed fraud already. Look at this. That's sad. This individual can't do anything right. So we know for a fact that the Cinemax is a lighter mix. And this is definitely not a lighter mix. So let me get on the phone, make a couple phone calls, get our money back on our account. We'll be sending this right back to you, just to let you know, because we didn't open it. We don't have to open it. We'll send it right back to you. Also, too, we'll show you how to override his policy. So we'll show you what we got here. This is why, at the end of the day, this is an individual you should not trust with your credit cards or anything whatsoever. Because like I said, he steals from people. So you think he got our money, he's going to get away with it. That's a sad individual. Look at this. That's what you deal with at the end of the day. Like I said, 100% we knew that he was going to basically do something dirty. He was too easy with doing this. Keep in mind, we have 15 cancellations from this particular individual. So we knew he was going to do something shifty. Something's going to be in the package. It wasn't supposed to be in there or something weird. But at the end of the day, this is what he put in here. He put black paint back in there. That's what he did. You got mental issues, buddy, at the end of the day. So like I said, that's not what we ordered. And we don't, there's no thing. This is what he ordered. Ship back to us, black paint, being nasty. So this is why, at the end of the day, you don't deal with this particular customer. Because I told you, at the end of the day, I am your customer. Now, I'm not mad over this. It doesn't upset me one bit. At the end of the day, this hurts you at the end of the day. It doesn't hurt me. It just shows at the end of the day, buddy, you can't do anything correctly, and you're not an honest person at the end of the day. You can't back your product up to black and white paint, as we all seen. You can't back your products up to bed sheets. And at the end of the day, you are terrified to have your product tested. You in parte. You guys would rather basically send me the wrong paint than have your product come down here because it doesn't work. You can't back it up. So he knew for a fact that he sent that product down here, it wasn't going to work. So let's make some phone calls and let's get our money back on our account and get this back over to him. We're going to return this back to him, get this packed up and get it sent back to him. But at the end of the day, it just shows you what kind of person you're dealing with. Anyway, Crow, at the end of the day, we're going to need you to come in. Oh, no, ain't nothing like that. That's the part you don't understand. Y'all think this is funny. Like I said, you Crow boys think this is funny. At the end of the day, it doesn't bother us. Money goes back on our account. I got PayPal business debit card. Money goes back on my account. This person is supposed to be a professional. This is a business. Anytime you're taking money from somebody, you're taking a transaction from somebody, you're doing business with them. So when you do stuff like this, it doesn't hurt us at the end of the day. It hurts him at the end of the day. And when you come on here and carry on like that, it just shows at the end of the day, you can't back your product. You're terrified. So we're going to keep this. I'm definitely keeping this right here. I'm definitely keeping this. At the end of the day, it just shows, Crow, that you are so terrified that you have no confidence in your product. You would rather ship us black paint back to us, knowing that at the end of the day, that the Phantom would have destroyed your product. Because if you had confidence in your product, we would have the real deal right here in the package. So this hurts you. It doesn't hurt us. Oh, well, I'm contact PayPal. Money will be back on my account. You'll have a certain amount of time to actually get this redeemed. And if you don't get it redeemed, money goes back into the account. Now, once we get our money back on our account, I will show you how to override his shipping policy. That's what we're about to do right now. But it's a shame, man, that you're like this, man. If you're afraid, you're deeply terrified. Now, mind you, at one point in the video, in my videos, I sat there and said I didn't want to test the product because I knew the outcome was going to be bad. So I was trying to show you remorse. Even when the package was come here, I was considering not doing the demonstration because I knew your product was not going to be to survive next to a black Phantom. But this is even better for us because at the end of the day, it just shows that you are so scared of a Phantom technology. And if you had the real, keep in mind, if you had the real Phantom and you beat the real Phantom, you would have no problem sending this over, having us do the demonstration. And if the Phantom, if your product did exactly what it did and those demonstrations or reviews, it would have did the same thing over here. But the fact that you had to sneak to these kind of tactics in order to make sure your product doesn't land over here clearly shows you faked your demonstration, that the product that you had was never a Phantom to begin with. Because why would you need to go through this? All right, Crow, we're going to contact somebody else. This is why we have other people make transactions for us. We can't go directly through him because he does sneaky and dirty stuff like this. So we're going to contact somebody, have them put in an order, get your actual product down here so we can begin the testing, okay? So I can see right now you're not you're not an adult, and you should not have a website. You shouldn't have a website. You shouldn't be doing transactions with other people at all whatsoever if you're going to do stuff like this at the end of the day. But we will have your product down here. Like I said, we went through this with the Cinemax, and we ordered that, not the Cinemax, the Metallica mix, UV mix, and personal mix. We had items come down here. I told you, come down here that weren't where they're supposed to be. We had to contact other people to get them items here. So it's not going to be a problem getting your items. That's all. We just have to go through somebody else to get it. Oh, man, you got to learn to grow up, man. It's a shame. It is such a shame. So do you know, Crow, we can actually officially call you a scammer. You know that, right? This is what scammers do. We can officially now label you as a scammer. We label you as a scammer because, keep in mind, like I said, your product matches black and white paint. You never back that up. We label you as a scammer because your packages, your products can match a tablecloth. Just like that. And the simple fact that when we purchased an order from you for an item that was supposed to be something that we were receiving, and we got this officially, makes you a scammer. You know that, right? This is what we had to do to obtain this product. See this one right here? That's a real one. This is also a real one. We didn't order these. Customer got these for us. So that's what we have to do. Put in orders. And this time what we're going to do, Crows, we're going to get all your products down here. That's what we're going to do. It's a shame. Like I said, he's a sad, sad dude at the end of the day. So we got to go on Facebook with this in a few minutes and broadcast this over there too. All right. I hope you enjoyed this demonstration right here. At the end of the day, like I said, do not do business with this particular individual. He has not been able to back his products up to black and white paints. Like I said, we have videos of this particular individual making products out of black and white paints, haven't backed his products in any way whatsoever. And at the end of the day, we are labeling Crow as a 100% official scammer, because this is pretty much what scammers do. Now, if you purchase from my website, I got no problem sending you over to screen paint. We can back our product up 100%, but it clearly shows in the demonstrations and reviews that you were doing against the products were clearly all fake, because if your product did beat our product, you wouldn't have to send us this to begin with. So, like I said, it's no skin off my nose. At the end of the day, we can use this against you. All right, well, let's get to cracking. I got to go over to Facebook real quick. We got to broadcast this over there. And then after that, this will be posted on the blacklist site. Oh, we've been waiting to get you on the blacklist site for quite some time. And now you're going to be on there, warning customers not to buy from you, because they may get black paint or some kind of other substance at the end of the day. As we got scammed, I don't want anybody else getting scammed at the end of the day. So we got to start our campaign on basically on watching out for this particular individual, because at the individual, Crow1176 will scam you and give you the wrong item. Let's go up and print out our receipt. So we have all that on record, because I want that on record when we go to the other sites. And we'll be over at ABS forums also too. I'm warning people not to buy from this individual because he is a scammer. You gotta be careful how you do business. Gotta be really careful how you do business. The Mac room's going on quite nicely. Let's see. Come here. No. No. Now remember, Crow, we recorded the transaction. You know that, right? So we recorded the transaction between me and you was recorded. We also recorded the transaction between me and Smith. All that was recorded. The order and all that transactions were all recorded. So we're going to post all that up today. You're going to be adding to the blacklist, warning customers, any consumer. We'll be going to Better Business Bureau. We'll be filing another complaint against you on that. We'll also be filing a claim through Wix due to the way you carried on jumping the prices back and forth. Yeah, we're going to paint you as a scammer at the end of the day, buddy, because that's pretty much the category you're falling into. You know, there's videos of you doing weird stuff, and then, you know, the conversation on the website where you gouged the price, you jumped it from one place to the next, you know, stuff like that. And then on top of that, the product fact that we paid for this item from you and you scammed our company. So that's what we're going to be. That's what you are, buddy, a scammer. And we have the proof to back it up. So I'm going to go in here real quick. Come in here with me, people. You were better off. Trust me, you were better off sending the product. Let's see what we got going here. We need to get the official order from you and print that out. Let me see. Let's see. Now, you can't argue that. You can't say you're not a scammer at the end of the day, because we actually have a product here that doesn't match your receipt. And also, too, we have video testimony where we've actually tested your product on using your video as a tutorial to make other black and white products that did match your mixes. So at the end of the day, like I said, we're going to file a complaint with the Better Business Bureau as you being a potential scammer and send them over the evidence from there so they can start their process and paperwork over there. And then we'll be contacting PayPal. Now, keep in mind, there is a way to actually get around his so-called, because the package was never opened. So as long as the package was never opened, you can actually return it, get your money back on your account. The claim that he has where he says that you can't, yeah, you can override that. PayPal will override that in a hot second. Because we can show videos of the product of the Cinemax showing clearly the product is actually a light gray and not what it is. So you get your money back. You get your money. Do not order through the eBay account because you will not have a detailed receipt of what you purchased. This is what I was explaining to you from the beginning. The reason why we don't order through the eBay account, because the eBay account, he has two different forms of mixed messages going on in there. And if you order something, it's going to come up on the account as Cinemax. No matter what you order, it's going to come up as Cinemax. You may not want that and get something else. So make sure you go through Wix. Wix is through the website. They will give you a detailed receipt of what you purchased. That way it's on your credit card. That way you can basically back your claim. So let me see, we need to go here. See, the thing about it is, and what I try to explain to this person when I say he's not a professional, because at the end of the day, you don't take anything from us. At the end of the day, you actually given us more ability to be able to take you down even faster. Because you have to understand, Crow, or Jamie, I wouldn't call yourself, my money's going back on my account regardless. That's done deal. But the thing about it is, we can label you, you're a potential scammer. Everybody saw the conversation. I was different if none of this was recorded, none of this was backed up. Just between me and you having this conversation, different story. But all this was documented. We talked to the whatchamacallit, the live chat, all that was recorded. That all this transaction was going through. And the fact that even you was being recorded, you still went ahead, along ahead and did this, at the end, it makes you a bad person to do business with at the end of the day. Because if you're going to do this to us, who's to say if you get ticked off at a customer, you do it to them? So that's why I told you something was wrong, because the address, we have his address. We know where Crow live and work at. So we have his address. The address was coming up under a company's address. So that's how we knew something in the package was going to come up a little weird. So let me see. I think laughing about it, that's not, you're not a professional, buddy. At the end of the day, you have to understand, Jamie, you are taking, you're accepting money from people. All right. And when you accept money from people, you have to carry yourself in a different way. If you say I have a company, I'm a professional, you got to carry yourself in a different way. You did more damage to yourself than you could possibly think of in this. And it just shows at the end of the day, you have no confidence in your product. All right, let me see what we have here. Here we are. So this right here is my detailed transaction for the product that we ordered from you. Here we go. See right there, this is why you want to go through the website only. See right there? That's our detailed transaction receipt we have that we purchased from your website, Crow. Showing that we ordered a Cinemax. See? That's why you want to go through the website, or just don't go through the website all period. Just pretty much just go buy yourself a tablecloth and be done with it. All right, this is all we need to print this out right here. Here we go. It's a shame. We knew something was wrong. Like I said, at the end of the day, like I said, it's not egging our faces. It's pretty much egging your face. Because at the end of the day, yeah, you can be labeled now as a scammer. I mean, pretty much we knew you were scamming people already on the black and white paint mixes. You couldn't back up the product. But this right here, and an actual transaction recorded, you couldn't even send the actual product. Two things. Either your product doesn't work, or bottom line is you're a scammer. I think it's just both. And like I said, I even felt remorse for you. I felt sorry for you because we didn't want to test the product at all. We had, actually, to tell you the truth, we were going to open it up. We had really no plan to test it because at the end of the day, like I said, didn't really want to test it. We knew what the outcome was going to be. But like I said, at the end of the day, it just shows that if you have no confidence in your product, then why should you buy it? Let's get this right here. We need this one right here. There we go. But anytime you want to order the real Phantom technology, you place an order, we'll send it right to your front door with no problem. I got confidence in our product. All right, we need that. I got to be over on Facebook. We're going to put up a warning videos from now on to not purchase or buy anything from this particular individual. We're labeling Crow from this day on as a 100% certified potential scammer. We have evidence now that he did scam us for paint. We paid around $89 for the product, and Crow sent us a black paint. Basically, as I said, he knows exactly what the product was and what he was sent at the end of the day. So, yeah, buddy, we're going to have you all over the internet by the end of the day. Any kind of watch sites, scammer sites to watch out for potential scammers, you're going to be registered everywhere you could possibly think of. And you can't slam us with a lawsuit because we have the evidence right here. You clearly scammed our company. I made a transaction. I recorded everything, all the details. I even talked to you directly. All that was recorded. Did you forget about that part? It was all recorded. Scam. At the end of the day, people have to understand, scammers cannot back up their products at the end of the day. That's what it comes down to. And that's another trophy for us. All right, I got to be on Facebook in a few minutes. We're going to talk over it because they're waiting for the product to come through. We're going to explain to them over there exactly what happened, how we got scammed by Crow1176. Until then, keep in mind, buddy, you're still going to have to do the test with the black and white paints. That doesn't excuse you from that. So those tests still have not been done at all, period. We'll place an order. We'll have somebody else. We'll wait a while first because he's going to be on high alert. He's going to be looking for orders that are going to be coming through because he knows we're going to replace an order with somebody else. So he's going to be a bit of a high alert. So we have to be quiet about this, not say anything about him. Let him forget. Go get the order, get it pushed over here, and we'll do the testing from there. We'll have the testing. Keep in mind, Crow, at the end of the day, we now have a official receipt. We have a video showing that you basically scammed our company, and we'll have your product down here at the same time to show the reason why you did what you did and why you are labeled as a potential scammer, and in the end, why customers should not do business with you at all, period. As for those of you who have this product to say we can back it 100%, please do. We'll leave the video open at the bottom. We'll post the entire ingredients of all the different formulas that we have made using his products and digital crystal screen paint. We would appreciate if you do the videos yourself and post them at the bottom. We'll be looking forward to that. Hold on, let me get that information real quick for you. And as for two for Jamie, we would appreciate it if you do the test, man. Just do the test. What are you afraid of? What's the worst that can happen if you do the test? Do the black and white mix tests. Do everything we've requested to do. Man, keep in mind, this is an individual we went to his site 4 times in a row and sent him the ingredients to make his product to back it up. And he hasn't done it yet. Until then, since he hasn't done it, I wouldn't purchase anything from him at the end of the day. Like I said, until he can back the product up. Let's go get that information for you real quick. So you can actually match this product using bed sheets. And not bed sheets, we did it with a tablecloth, and we did it with a couple of black and white mixtures. So let's get that for you right now. So you can add that, and we have to go over to a couple of form sites. Oh, there were a couple of form sites who were waiting for this to see the demonstration. But we told him at the end of the day, with all the cancellations we received from him, that there's a good chance that he'll probably tamper with it. And sure enough, he did. So that's all we needed. We're kind of hoping that you would tamper with and do something stupid, Crow. I mean, come on. At the end of the day, you really think I was going to believe that you were going to actually... We had 14 cancellations from you. That's why I said this is too good to be true. I don't think it's possible he's going to send us down anything because we had 14 from him. No, 15. Sorry, 15. So we knew something had to be wrong. Either there's something weird in the package. Had to be something strange because I told you, this is his #1 product. All right? For that product to come down here and be tested, that's something he can't allow to happen. So the fact that he went through these great measurements to actually just scam us and give us black paint, then not bring the actual product down here, clearly shows at the end of the day, the product doesn't work. If you could, you could back it. Let me see. We need this one. I think I don't want that one too much. We'll go over here and get this one. See if we got all the ingredients. Here, we got all the ingredients on here. Okay, here we go. This is all the ingredients, everything you need to make your own paint. And mind you, Crow Boys, or whatever you call yourselves now, I don't know what it is, go in here and you need to copy all these down. These are all his ingredients right here. We'll start from the back. The digital crystal screen paint site is still up and running. If you don't want to do it that way, we also too have a link where you can go to Amazon and you can get the actual bid sheet we use in the demonstration to match 2 of his products with no problem. That one you don't have to do any painting at all, period. Just take it out of the package, As a matter of fact, I got one downstairs, I got a brand new one downstairs. Crow, if you want, I'll send you, I got a brand new bed sheet downstairs. I'll send it to you right now to your house. Give me a yes or no if you want it, and I got it downstairs. I'll ship it right over to you. And if you can do those tests against your product, since you don't want to do the link, we'll send it right to your house for free. All you got to do is give me a yes or no. We have your real address, so we'll send it to your real address, not that company or whatever nonsense that was. But if he agrees, yes, we'll send it over to him. So this is the demonstration we did. Actually, this is much better. This is going to be much cheaper than the digital one, because the digital one's going to be around $40 a gallon. Crows is going to be around $80 a quart. This right here is going to be around $13. $13 will get you a size of, let me show you a minute. This is the size you're going to get. You're going to get a size of 60 by 120. It's wrinkle-free, and also it's waterproof. Did you know that? It's a wrinkle-free, waterproof polyester tablecloth. It matches his screen, both of them, perfectly with no problem. Now, I got a bigger one downstairs. I don't need it now because I decided to go with white with the tablecloth upstairs. Jamie, if you want that, I can ship that to your front door today. You give me a yes or no. Send me an email with the yes or no, and we'll ship that to you out today or tomorrow. We'll do it tomorrow because your packages are going out tomorrow. All right? And then you could do that test showing, since you don't, if you don't have to pay for it, we got one downstairs for free you can have. All right, so I'm going to send this to you guys right now. Let's go over to, let's see. Oops, we're going to be playing in the video. We need to go to editing. There we go, on that one. Now, like I said, these ingredients that you're seeing here, these are the ones we have under the Digital One Crystal Screen Paint. On our website, we have a website you can go to and get those free ingredients for yourself. We also, too, have a tutorial video from Jamie making the black and white products. There you go. There you go. That's all the information right there. That's the bed sheet you can get from over on Amazon. This right here is the Cinemax right there, but we don't want to make it. We actually want the product here for the unboxing. That right there is a Digital One ingredients. There's another one for Digital One Crystal Screen Paint. This is a YouTuber who showed off this ingredients right here. You can also too make this one too. You can watch his video. We put his video right there. So you can check out his video. This is another customer who basically came against Crow. He called him a deceitful individual, not to be trusted, and this is the reason why he's not to be trusted. This is a very important video. This is Crow's Metallica mix. This is the video went missing off his account. And this one shows you him making a screen paint out of a black and white screen paint product. We use that to make the UB, the Metallica, and the personal mix in a demonstration. This one right here, you definitely want to look at right here. And this one right here, we used his tutorial video to make the product at the end of the day. So just to show you that's all legit. That's his living room. That's his house right there. He's making the product right there. And we made the product. The product actually matched the personal mix and the metallic mix. Just in case if you need a little bit more evidence on why we consider this individual to be a scammer. Let me go over here back to what we had going on for you guys. All right, so there's right there. From that ingredients, we made this right here from the black and white mix. We made the UB mix with 1 quart of flat paint, adding 6 tablespoons of white flat paint. We made the Metallica mix with 1 quart of white paint and 10 tablespoons of black paint. We made the personal mix with 1 quart of white paint and 5 tablespoons of black paint. If you're doing the UV is a reversal, which means the base does not start off white, it starts off black when you do that one. All right, so all the information there is for you guys. And also at the bottom, we have the website under Digital One Crystal Screen Paint. We can go on and you get 7 more mixes that you can make. So it's up to you on how you want to do it. Like I said, we've been asking him to make these products for at least about a good month and a couple of weeks. Well, probably about 2 months in. We've been asking him to do these tests, and he hasn't backed any of his products up, so you can make them free from there. All right, so you guys saw all that. We'll activate that right now, and you should be seeing that in a few minutes when you go in and check that out. All right, I'm gonna leave from here. At the end of the day, like I said, at the end of the day, Crow, this is not a victory for you. You did something, you really messed up pretty bad. I mean, like I said, we did a live unboxing. We can even take the video we have here and take this right over to freaking any place, any site showing that, yeah, we can now, you're claimed as a scammer, buddy. I mean, at the end of the day, it just shows you have no confidence in your product. And that's what I meant downstairs. The technology I'm seeing today, there's no confidence behind it at all, period. It's the same thing over and over again. And it's a shame because you want to claim your product as being the best of the best, but yet you can't actually send your product over and fear that it's going to fail, because that's the only reason why anyone could think of. The reason why you didn't send it over is because you knew your product would not be to stand in that kind of lighting with the kind of testing your screen was going to be going against, and you would not be able to withstand a phantom. You knew you couldn't go through that. So that's why you had to do what you had to do. Just like you had to cancel all those orders because you didn't have a choice. You cannot have that product come down here. But as I said, we were able to get your products down here in the past. We'll get your product down here, I guarantee you. All right, people, let me get out of here. Thank you for your time. I got to go, and God bless. And I got to call PayPal so we get the money back in our account, and then make some phone calls so we can get some other things taken care of. All right, got to go.